Hi everyone, and welcome back to the PokeTamer channel, where we buy Pokemon cards on eBay, we sell Pokemon cards on eBay, and we hope to make a profit, but that's not always the case. Now, as you can see on screen, today we're opening up this package. It's one of the few that I actually know what's in here, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm a little bit apprehensive, because in today's package we have a binder full of modern cards. And as you guys already probably know, is that I don't really know what I'm doing with modern cards. Vintage, I like to think I've got a bit of knowledge there. I'm definitely no expert, but I like to think I roughly know what I'm doing and I can spot a fake card. Modern, I really struggle with. I've been buying packages with modern in to try and learn, to try and educate myself. So that's what we're doing again today, is we've got a binder and I know there's going to be fake cards in here. And so as I go through, I'm sort of going to be trying to spot them, looking at different techniques to spot fake cards. So you'll have to bear with me as you're watching this. And if you've got any tips or tricks you want to give me in the comments, then please let me know. If you see any cards that I miss, then again, let me know, please. But I can reveal today's package, 49, cost me £5.50 with £2 postage for a total of £7.50. And for anyone in America, that is $9.40. Now, for anyone who buys cards on eBay will know that if you pick up a random binder for £7.50, it's probably going to have fake cards in there. It's almost guaranteed at some point, but I'm really hoping there's the odd real card in here that we can make a bit of money back on. But anyway, enough talk, let's open this one up. And as always, I would like to take this opportunity just to thank everyone who's been subscribing recently, everyone who's been commenting. And if you're enjoying this channel, then please subscribe. Obviously, if you're thinking that I'm a bit of an idiot and you don't enjoy it, then you don't have to subscribe, that's absolutely fine. But I hope people are enjoying the videos. And if you can give me a comment and let me know, what your favourite card is out of this. But let's take this out and have a look now. There we are, a Pikachu binder, absolutely battered. Look at that corner there. It's a good sign that it's an official Ultra Pro, which means they have bought an official Pokemon product, which might mean there's more legitimate cards in here, but we shall see. So as we go through this, we're going to be looking out for a few key things to spot fake cards. As I said, definitely no expert. I've been watching other people's videos to get an idea, so I'm sort of just repeating what they've said. But the first thing I'm going to look for is texture on the card. So as you can see with this one here, which is one I pulled out of the Temporal Forces packs, is when you hold it up to the light, you can see that texture here. Now, each card should have its own texture on there, and I think they're all pretty unique patterns. They are repeated over certain cards, but the big hit cards have unique patterns and that. So that's what we're going to be looking for. Some of the fake cards I know can have a fake texture on them, but it never really is the same as the genuine one you can get. So it's definitely something we're going to be looking out for. And the vast majority of the fake cards have this like shiny nothingness to them. The other big thing we're going to be looking for is the font that's used on it, because a lot of the time the font when they produce the fakes is wrong. And that's sort of something I think you get from experience. You can just see quite readily if the font's wrong, but it's something I'll probably have to learn over time. And then added to that, we're also going to be looking for spelling mistakes and just general errors that aren't known errors for those sorts of cards. But anyway, let's open this up and we'll go through this page by page. So here we are, page number 1. We've got a few VMAX GX cards. That looks like a V card. Like I say, I have no idea with these if they're real or fake. We'll have a look at this one first. So that has a texture to it. I don't know if that's being picked up on the camera very well. You can see sort of here on the ear there's a texture. Well, that's a good sign then. Oh, there we go. I think you can see it more in this angle. But for me, that's got to be a good sign. So I think this one is real. I will triple check these again. I'm just going to quickly go through, but I think with the texture there, that's got to be a solid sign. So fingers crossed the rest are. So that one is real. See, the V card has that shininess, flatness that I said they have, but I think it might be real, because I think some V cards, look, the promo, so this is a promo, and I think some promo cards don't have the sort of texture on them. It also has, I don't know if you can make that out, but like the water splash pattern is almost on top of the picture of the Vaporeon, which I think when you get a fake card, it sort of is all one flat printed out picture and they don't sort of have layers. So if you can see there, the light, it's shining on the Vaporeon, but it's not shining on the splash effect. So I'm inclined to say that one's real as well. And I think the promo cards tend to have this shininess, so I'm not sure. Again, correct me, but I'm going to be looking at that in more detail later. Now this Guzzlord, that has got to be fake, because it's got that rainbow shine across the whole thing, which is what a lot of these fake cards have. It's also got a very shiny, smooth feel to the back. And it's also very dark. Like if you can see that in the look, you can almost not see the picture there because of how dark it is. And like I say, this rainbow shine that you get across the whole thing, that's definitely going in the fake pile, that one. Again, this one has the same sort of thing as the Guzzlord. It's got that fake rainbow shine across the whole thing. It's very dark and it feels very smooth and there's no texture whatsoever on that. Right, here we go on to the next page. Let's have a look at this one first. So again, it has that shiny rainbow across the whole front of the thing. It also has no texture. And you see here where it says Gigaton Stomp. Now that font, I'm pretty sure, is really dodgy. People who look at modern cards all the time probably see that and it's like, yeah, 100% that's dodgy font. But I'm pretty sure that isn't a font used on a card. And as you can see, the back is very light and very shiny. That's a really bad fake, actually. So if you look compared to one of these real ones, I don't know if that's coming across on the camera, but look how the light's picking up on the fake one, and look how the light's picking up on the real one. It's not quite got the shine hitting it the same way. So yeah, another fake one there. Now, let's have a look at this one. I would love this one to be real. Now, the way the rainbow shine is on this, it's not quite the same as the others because it's got more of the wavy effect and it's not going across the picture. Another good way to tell for the tag team ones is these yellow corners here should never have like a wider border around them, if that makes sense. I mean, this card is absolutely battered, so it doesn't really matter if it's real or not. So I don't think there's any value in it, but this one's hard for me to tell. I think it's real because of the way the shine is going across it. It's not going across these, it's here. I'm inclined to think that one's real. I'm going to put that one to the side as well. Now this one I think is another fake one. Again, the font I think is really off on that, so that's another fake one. This is another fake. It's got the really dodgy backs on them, really obvious, and the wrong font, and just generally I think that's a really obvious fake. Now this is a fake again. Looks like those ones were all purchased together maybe in a fake pack. They all seem very similar. So have a look at this one. That looks like another fake card, the Greninja GX, which is a shame because I think that's quite a valuable card if it was real. We're going to assume this one is real because it's a nothing card. I feel like this Gardevoir might be real. Again, it's got the rainbow shine on it, but it's not going across the picture of the Gardevoir. It's only in certain places. The font, I think, looks okay. And it's got the rainbow shine on the EX, which I think a lot of the fakes don't. I don't know if you can see that, but I can see an ink line down the edge of the card there. Again, not sure how obvious that is on camera. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure this one's real. Another tag team one. Now this one you can tell is fake because of the way the rainbow's hitting across it all again. And I can feel the back of that is, oh wow, that's super fake. And now this other tag team I said was real. You can see how the two reflect in the light. So that one, it's got a wavy sort of rainbow and it doesn't go over the pictures. This one has a rainbow that goes down the whole of the card and sort of travels over everything. And I think that's the difference we're looking for between these two for tag team in general. That's not a good page to look at. There's no value in that, so I'm just gonna take all these out and then we're gonna skip through this one. I think we're missing a little bit of that one. Someone's hole punched it. And is that it? That looks like it's it for us. Oh, some lovely sticky pages there. What is that all over the top? That is all sticky here. Grim. I'm going to give that a clean for sure. I know it's a pretty battered binder, but I probably will use it to resell some cards, probably just like some random modern or something, so I will give that a good clean at some point. But now I'm going to quickly go through the cards we got out here, look at values, look at them again, see if I was correct with the real or fake, and then I'll be back with a little summary. Right, so we're back and I have been through the cards. We have what we are calling the fakes. Mostly in here they're like $1 or $2 cards. This one is a shame it's fake because that would be worth about $20 I think a card, roughly, on TCG Player. But here are just some quick things to tell that it's fake. Is if you see up here, you can see how the text sort of overlaps this yellow bit coming off his head. On the real card it doesn't do that. And if you see down here where it says opponents benched at the end there, and then it says resistance for benched, on the real card that's not how the text is laid out. It's different formatting, so the two benched aren't one above each other. But again, probably most people will see this and instantly know that's a fake. I think the biggest giveaway is this rainbow sort of holo going through it and the font. But there's just some other things you can keep an eye out, like I say, for the formatting and the way it's been placed on the thing. But yeah, what we're making the money on is these ones here. So there's nothing crazy in the real ones. I think, for instance, this Gardevoir is about $1. And in this condition, you know, probably lucky to get that. And then you've got this Vaporeon, which to be honest, I quite like it as a card, is probably about $3. And the condition of that one, it's not too bad. So you probably would get maybe a couple of dollars for that one. And then you've got this Flareon, which has all the proper texture on it. This is quite a nice card, to be honest, apart from it's seen better days again, but it's not awful, it's not too bad. There's some slight edge wear, but nothing crazy. And that is probably about a $4 card. And then finally this one, I'm saying it's real. I think it's real. Everything I've looked at tells me it's real. If you think otherwise, please let me know in the comments. If this was in good condition, you're probably talking about an $18, $20 card, but it's not good condition, put it that way. It is really heavily damaged. So this corner's awful up here. And then, yeah, there's a crease. I don't know if you can see that here. Big crease down there. So you're going to be lucky to pick up a couple of dollars for this card. But having said that, we only paid £7.50 for this bundle, and if we put all those prices in, you know, we're breaking about even just on those real cards. It's a shame the fake ones were in there, but we're lucky, to be honest, we got the real ones to be able to break even. We've also got this binder out of it, which I said I've got to clean up, and it's broken and everything, but if I stick a bunch of cards in there, that'll sell better than if they were loose. And now, surprisingly, we got quite a lot of bulk cards, but there was such a range of sets that they came from. So these ones here are Sword and Shield, and we've got a couple of reverses in there, and they range in age from about, I think it's 2020 to 2021. And yeah, they'll just fill out a binder. Again, I don't know how much of these sets I'm going to be selling, but I've got quite a lot building up, so I probably will have to sell it at some point. And then we've got quite a few Sun and Moon. Again, mostly bulk, a few reverse, but that's the Sun and Moon ones there. And then we can move into the XY cards here, which I have a load of XY bulk, to be honest, because I keep buying them and there's not much value in these. But again, it will just fill out binders. But strangely enough, we actually got a bit of black and white in there. And this in Mulga, if that's how you pronounce it, is actually a decent amount of value. I think this is about a $4 card. Probably not in this condition. You're probably looking at maybe like $1 or $2 in this condition, but that's not bad going. It's more than some of the VMAX and V ones we got over there. So I think overall we've done okay on this purchase. It's sort of roughly breaking even. We're going to have our work cut out for us to break even on this, to be honest, because a lot of the cards are damaged. We obviously had the fake ones in there, but we've gained a binder out of it. We've got some bulk to fill out some other binders, and we've got a couple of nice cards in there, which we'll see what we can do with. But let's have a quick look. Let's tear one of these fake ones and see what's going on. I mean, let's tear the Greninja, because I'm annoyed that this one wasn't real. To be honest, I don't think there's any point in ripping the others. We know what they are, they're all fake, so they're all going to be pretty much the same thing. I'll burn them off camera. But yeah, as always guys, thank you so much for watching. It wasn't the best one today for profit, but like I always say, they can't all be winners. This was a good learning one for me to sort of experience looking through some modern cards, looking through fake ones, looking through real ones, seeing if I can spot the difference, because I need to sort of educate myself on that and learn a bit more about the modern sets and the way the modern fakes are produced, because it'll help me spot them in future. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope for people like me who don't know the modern stuff that well, I hope you learned something from this one. And for everyone who does know modern, I hope you weren't shouting at the screen, yelling at me for being an idiot. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because it really helps, and like and comment again, like I say, because it sort of pushes the video out and helps the channel grow, so I appreciate that a lot. But I'm looking forward anyway to the next package, and fingers crossed we'll make a bit more profit from that one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.